There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up.
Hi, this is Blanca. I went to another orchid show. This one was in Tampa, put on by Tampa Orchid Society. Show you what I picked up. No, not this one. This is a bag baby that I've had for years. And in fact, this is the second time that I have purchased this bag baby. And this one I purchased about 3 or 4 years ago. Prior to that, I had another one. It never bloomed. And I took a second chance. And honestly, I thought I lost it because I don't know what even happened to it. I even threw away the little photo that comes with when you buy the bag baby, thinking, that thing died again. But it's so nice to see it finally bloom. No, I don't think. The sun is out, so okay, this is the best way to film her. Really pretty blooms. And I didn't detect a fragrance. I got her from, I believe it was Lowe's. This is her tag. So like I said, she was a bag baby, and I put her into that pot with a lot of lava rock and pebbles and a little bit of charcoal and a little bit of bark. So I do water her quite a bit because she does have mainly a lot of stones in there. Okay, anyways, let me get on. What I picked up at the Orchid Society show, I only bought one in bloom. This is her tag right here. I just love it, love it, love it. And if you recognize that yellow tag in that name, Florida Suncoast, that's Jim Roberts. That's who I got it from. And this one here is mounted on a nice piece of cypress. And she's giving me her back. That's not the way I set you up. I turned you around and you turned around on me. All right. She's a beautiful plant. There is a little bit of yellow streaking through it, and I'm not sure if that's a little bit of sunburn from some time ago. But other than that, she's doing real good. Look, if you can see her roots. She's got beautiful, beautiful green tip roots, like all over the place. And let me get to her blooms. There's her blooms. She has two of them. Really beautiful, and has a beautiful fragrance of a little bit like roses, and just a soft fragrance of roses, and maybe a soft fragrance of jasmine. Beautiful fragrance, not overpowering at all. And the colors are so pretty. Very, very pretty color. Sort of peachy, pink, magenta, and a real light lemony yellow. And, I think she's a fairly young plant because I checked her out. And it appears that she has only bloomed one other time before from that pseudobulb here. And that would have been the second. The newest pseudobulb is this one here. That's the latest one. And that is the one that is blooming. And then I followed her back to previous to that, the other pseudobulb prior to the one that bloomed would be this one right here, where my thumb is. And it doesn't appear like that one has bloomed. So she must be a young plant, and this must be her second time blooming. But I really, really like this one. I'm keeping her in my screen and porch, but right now I couldn't film in there. It's kind of dark. The sun is on the other side, so I had to bring her out here to film. And let me go on with the next purchase. The other ones are seedlings. Oh, before I go on, I noticed, look at my little blooms are stuck back here. Let's turn her around so there's no damage. But I noticed that I have buds on the orchid that's mounted on that wood. Let's see if I can follow her buds back in there. I'll zoom in on them. Two big buds on that one, and that's a really beautiful orchid. I can't get to her tag right now, but I'll film her when she does bloom. And I'm happy to say that everything that I have mounted onto Natalia's pots and Natalia's mounts, they are attached very nicely. She's got green growing tips on the other side. And some time ago I had mounted that orchid up here, the BLC Yen Corona Green Genius, and I took it off the mount a few days after I put her on. This is one of Natalia's pots, because I thought, oh, you know what? I don't want the plant to cover that beautiful, gorgeous, well, the way she painted it and has flowers all over it, and I just didn't want the plant to cover it. But she's a smart cookie, and I kind of thought, oh, it'd be sad she'll bloom on this side. I won't see the pretty side, but at least it won't be covered either. But she's smart. You know what she did? Let me show you. Let's see if I can get in here. I should have just brought her down, huh? Do you see she's got some buds back in behind the leaves? You can't see it. Let's see. I'm going to turn her around without breaking her leaves here. Do you see what she did? She grew a pseudobulb right through there, through one of the holes, and she's got buds up there. Let's see if you can see her buds. Do you see them? She's going to bloom on the pretty side. That's a smart orchid. And also, this one that I mounted on one of Natalia's beautiful mounts, she's got buds there, about the middle of the screen, and then more buds here. And I do see buds other places, but it's going to be really difficult to kind of get in there and film them. But which other one was it? Oh well, let me go ahead and get on with my. Oh yeah, my husband cleaned out that bench back there with bleach, and it turned out so nice. I used to have it full of orchids, and it was horrible. It was green, and it had mold on it and all, but he came out here and scrubbed her clean, and I can sit back here and work on my orchids, which I did. I found scale and I cleaned off a bunch of orchids. So the other orchids I picked up were not blooming orchids, which is a little strange for me. I usually don't pick up seedlings because I rather see the bloom and then I know what I'm getting. But Jim Roberts had some beautiful orchids on display that were basically not for sale because it was his blooming one. So he had this one here. I believe he had this one here. And it's a seedling, but it's a large blooming size seedling. It looks good. And I picked this one out of all he had there because it had 2 new growth on it. And this is her label. I don't know if I'll be able to find a photo of it, but if I do, I will insert it. So that was one really beautiful one. And the next one, I believe was, I believe this was my favorite one he had. This is a seedling, and it's got a new growth there. And I don't know, this is not blooming size, I don't believe so. Let me get her tag out. And this one also, if I find a photo, which I believe they're kind of new crosses, and I don't know if there are photos of it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful dark orchid. There's her name. He did have one on display. And let's see what else I picked up at the orchid show from Accent Orchids. I picked up this little dendrobium, and she's got one little bloom spike there, and another one over here. And oh, I don't know if that little bud is gonna blast. It's looking a little too yellow there. There. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna make it. Here is her tag. And Fell One Shan Sweet Girl. And I'm sure I have a photo of this one, so I will insert the picture of this little fowl. And the last one I picked up, where is it at? Oh, here. Let me bring it down. I have it hanging above my head. It's another seedling. It's one I've been wanting and I've been looking for a long time, and it's really difficult to find the large size one. And it's a, I got it from Miranda Orchids. And yeah, this one's going to be a few years before she is blooming size. And she is a Cattleya persivania alba by Seedlings Select. So I'm sure I have photos somewhere out there. Not I do, but on the internet. And I'll insert a picture of her. She's a small one. So, yeah, I'm kind of, and she's got a nice new growth there. I'm kind of starting to pick up and learn on seedlings, because sometimes the plants you really want are just the large size are just too expensive. So hopefully it'll be 2 years or less before that one's blooming size. Almost forgot about this one here. I picked up another one from Accent Orchids. And I have actually been looking for this one because a friend of mine on Facebook posted one, and or two people did, I believe. His name was Jose and Joshua. They both posted pictures of this orchid. And it's a Dendrobium rainbow dance, I think is what it says. I don't think I can focus on that. Yeah, I think it's rainbow dance. But she's a nice little dendrobium, and she appears to have some nice little roots in here. And she's growing in sphagnum moss, which is not my thing. I don't understand sphagnum. And look at her. She's got a lot of little buds. Where's she there? She's got buds on almost every cane. Look at that. Yeah, buds on every cane except for this little one here that's probably dried up, and the one in the back there. So I'll insert a photo on this one because I've seen plenty of pictures on this one, and I really like her. Well, I have come to the end of the video, but look what I have in bloom here. This beautiful orange, deep orange. Let's see if I can capture her. That's better. Orchid. And you know, I went back to, I don't have a tag. I lost a tag years ago when I wasn't saving tags, and I was repotting and saying, what the heck is this? And I threw it away. I think. No, but I've had her for like, I think 6 years. I went back and looked at a photo, and she had a tag back then, but then I repotted her after that, and that was the last time I think I saw it in bloom 6 years ago. And very beautiful orange, deep orange Cattleya. She isn't too big, but you know, I put her into this pot, and she has grown so many pseudobulbs. I think she only had 3 pseudobulbs then. Look at this, all these pseudobulbs she has grown. She's got nice roots. But finally, she decided to bloom. Took her so long, 6 years, just giving me canes. And look, right here, there's 2 more coming. Yippee! All right, that's the end of my video, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye.